We're just days away now from the Pan Mass Challenge, and perhaps no one knows better the power of the PMC than the doctors who need the money for their research.
Dr. Matt David studies chronic lymphocytic leukemia, the most common leukemia. There's no cure for it, but thanks in part to his work, there are life-saving treatments, including one that saves someone very close to him. Dr. Matt Davids wasn't always a cyclist.
I was a runner for a long time competitively in college, but eventually I decided to give biking a try, and it was largely inspired by my uncle, Steve, who was a longtime cyclist.
Steve Rash says he was looking out for his nephew.
Runners eventually wind up cyclists because the running game has the impact on the ankles, on the knees, and on the hips. And we need to keep him around because he happens to be a genius.
Steve and Matt started riding together in Manhattan, where Matt was doing his residency. When he moved home to Massachusetts to research and treat leukemia at Dana-Farber, he signed up for the PMC.
I fell in love with the event. I mean, to be out there and have all these people cheering you on, and all of the other riders, and some of them literally wearing their stories on their jerseys, is so inspiring.
Also inspiring, his patients, like Brenda Hegarty, who shows her gratitude every PMC weekend. Dr. David's clinical trial led to the drug that saved her life. Venetoclax targets specific proteins in leukemia cells without damaging others.
Within 1 hour, it can kill CLL cells in the test tube. So we knew we were onto something there, and that this needed to be explored in patients.
That exploration paid off. In 2016, the FDA approved Venetoclax to treat CLL. And suddenly for patients, hope replaced the fear that time was running out.
Now patients ask, well, how long am I going to live? And I'm like, I can't even say it. It's so long that we can't even measure it yet.
What he can measure right down to the day is what happened next.
Literally 6 days after the FDA approval of Venetoclax for CLL, my uncle Steve was diagnosed with CLL.
What was your first thought?
I mean, I was grateful that I had devoted my life to this because now I knew that it could help my uncle.
Steve was also grateful for the incredible coincidence.
An enormous comfort, actually, to know that he was instrumental in developing a treatment that fit my purpose exactly.
Steve's treatment ended almost a year ago. His cancer is in complete remission. And there's only one way to celebrate.
So we are celebrating by doing a PMC ride together, and this will be his first PMC and my 12th, and his daughter, my cousin Faye, is going to join us. So it's going to be a family affair this year with PMC, and it's going to be probably my most special PMC ride ever.
And it brings his work full circle. PMC donations helped pay for his initial research that's laying the groundwork for the next clinical trial with patients all over the world.
None of this would have happened without the PMC support early on. It's really remarkable.
And what's also remarkable, okay, Matt and Steve are going to be riding on Matt's team, which is Team Flames for this PMC. Since Team Flames formed 20 years ago, they've raised $9.2 million for cancer treatment and research at Dana-Farber.
He was able to basically save his uncle.
Yes.
He has to be the favorite nephew. Right? I mean,
is there really any question? I didn't put that to the family, but I'm going to guess the answer is yes. But we wish them a safe ride, and they're going to be with us for opening ceremonies on Friday night.
Can't wait.